After 8 weeks of trial, 72 witnesses, 35 days of testimony, a jury of 4 women and 8 men finally began deliberating just before 11 a.m. today in the trial of James Whitey Bulger. Expectations are that it will take this jury a bit of time to go through the avalanche of charges and evidence in this case. Bulger faces 32 counts in this indictment. In one of those counts, the racketeering account, there are 33 separate criminal acts which the jury will have to decide. They have to reach a verdict on each of those charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Within those 33 acts, criminal acts, and the one racketeering charge, there are 19 murders, 6 extortions, and a drug conspiracy, money laundering conspiracy, so this jury has a lot to consider. Now, another thing is, in order for Bulger to be found guilty of racketeering, the jury only must find that he was guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of 2 criminal acts that occurred within 10 years of each other. That means that if this jury finds him guilty only of a couple of those charges, he will be convicted of racketeering and likely spend the rest of his life behind bars. If they find him guilty of any of these murders, that will result in a life sentence. Now, these murders go back to the 1970s and 1980s. The murder charges, the 19 people that Bulger is charged with killing include 2 women. The murders occurred between 1973 and 1985. The jury went back into the deliberation room with charts and graphs and a copy of the judge's instructions. She told them today that they will have to follow the law, that it is up to them to decide the facts, but they have to follow the law as she described it in court. She gave them the elements of each crime that they will consider, the elements of first-degree murder, the elements of money laundering. She told them they'll have to judge the credibility of these witnesses, that they can take into consideration the fact that some of these gangsters who used to be Whitey's closest associates and participated in murders and have implicated him in those murders, they can consider, the deals that they received when they weighed their credibility. She also told the jury that each of them should feel comfortable with whatever they each have to decide on their own, that they believe that there is evidence beyond a reasonable doubt, that they should, listen to, be open to each other's views, but each will have to decide. This is Shelley Murphy for the Boston Globe.